Be me, 27-year-old software developer at tech startup. Typical office zombie surviving on coffee and existential dread. Company hired this new girl named Emma for the marketing team last Monday. She's got that whole quirky indie movie protagonist vibe going on. Oversized cardigans, vintage band tees, glasses that probably don't even have prescription lenses. Looks like if Juno had a baby with a Wes Anderson film. First day she walks into the break room during lunch. I'm sitting alone at my usual corner table like the social butterfly I am, scrolling through memes on my phone, living my best hermit life. Suddenly hear a voice. Is this seat taken? Look up and it's her. The table has literally 7 empty chairs. Entire break room is half empty. No, go ahead. She sits down directly across from me. Not at the other end, not diagonal. Straight across like we're about to play chess. Opens her lunch container. It's a bento box with rice shaped like Pikachu. I can't help but smirk. Nice Pikachu. Her face lights up like I just told her she won the lottery. You recognize it. Most people just think it's a weird yellow blob. We talk about Pokemon for like 20 minutes. Turns out she's been collecting since she was 7. Has every first edition card in mint condition. I'm impressed, but also broke just thinking about it. Tuesday rolls around. I'm sitting at the same table. She appears again. Mind if I sit? Still 7 empty chairs. Still half empty break room. Sure, no problem. This time she's got a lunch with rice shaped like Snorlax. Girl is committed to her aesthetic. We talk about video games. She's currently speedrunning Breath of the Wild. I tell her I can't even beat the tutorial. She laughs. Sounds like wind chimes in a Studio Ghibli movie. Wednesday happens. I arrive at my table. She's already there waiting. Not at the table, at my specific chair. Oh, sorry, is this your spot? I can move. No, it's cool. I'll sit here. Take the seat across from her. Role reversal complete. Today's lunch is rice shaped like Jigglypuff. Starting to think she wakes up at 5 a.m. just to do this. We discuss our favorite albums. She's into indie rock, folk, basically anything that sounds like it was recorded in a cabin. I'm more of a classic rock guy. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Dinosaurs. She says I have dad music taste. I tell her she sounds like a sad commercial for organic coffee. She throws a baby carrot at me. It bounces off my forehead. We both start laughing like idiots. My coworker Jake walks by, gives me the eyebrow raise. Universal sign for my man. I'm not even sure what's happening. Thursday arrives. She's at the table before me again. This is becoming a pattern. Today's rice art is Mewtwo, getting progressively more complex. Do you just not sleep? Sleep is for people without creative vision. She's wearing a Fleetwood Mac shirt today. I compliment it. Thanks. Stevie Nicks is basically my spirit animal. I'm more of a Lindsey Buckingham guy myself. Of course you are. You probably relate to the emotional instability. She's roasting me, and I'm kind of enjoying it. We talk about our jobs. She tells me marketing is just professional lying with PowerPoint. I tell her software development is Googling Stack Overflow until something works. She asks what I'm working on, and explain I'm debugging code that's older than some of our interns. So you're an archaeologist. A very tired archaeologist. She smiles, and there's this moment. Not like a movie moment, more like a sitcom moment where the laugh track would play. Jake passes by again, this time with our other coworker Marcus. They're both grinning like conspiracy theorists who found evidence. I ignore them. Friday finally shows up. The day everything clicks into place like a really obvious puzzle. I get to the break room and Emma's already there, but something's different. She's sitting at the table, but she looks anxious, like really anxious, fidgeting with her food container, leg bouncing. I sit down. You okay? Yeah, totally fine. Why wouldn't I be fine? Everything's fine. Spoken like someone who is definitely not fine. She opens her lunch. It's a rice shaped like Charizard. She's gone full final boss with the rice art. Emma, seriously, what's wrong? She takes a deep breath. Okay, so, this is going to sound weird. We've been discussing whether Bulbasaur is underrated for 3 days. We're past weird. She laughs nervously. I have social anxiety. Like, really bad social anxiety. Immediately feel like an asshole for not noticing. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No, it's not your fault. I'm good at hiding it. Well, mostly good. She explains that being in new social situations makes her feel like she's drowning. Meeting new people, making conversation, all of it triggers panic attacks. But with you, I don't know, it's different. You're easy to talk to. I literally spend most conversations making pop culture references. Exactly. It's like talking to a human version of The Simpsons. Not sure if compliment or insult, but I'll take it. She tells me she's been forcing herself to sit with me because she needed one person to feel comfortable with. If I can talk to one person normally, I can eventually talk to others. My heart's doing this weird thing. Not a heart attack, more like when a computer makes that startup sound. I'm glad I could help, I guess. You've been really great. I know I kind of ambushed you every day this week. To be fair, your rice art made up for the ambushing. She smiles, genuine relief washing over her face. We finish lunch talking about her collection. She mentions she has a Charizard card worth like $3,000. $3,000 for a piece of cardboard? It's not just cardboard. It's childhood dreams materialized. That's the most expensive way to describe cardboard I've ever heard. Monday of the next week. Emma's at the table again, but this time Jake and Marcus are there too. She's actually talking to them. Not panic talking. Actual conversation. I sit down and Jake immediately starts. So Emma here tells us you two are Pokemon experts. I'm barely qualified to catch a Pidgey. She's the expert. Marcus chimes in. She also said you have dad music taste. Betrayal. Emma's grinning at me like the Cheshire Cat. I said you have refined dad music taste. That's somehow worse. We all have lunch together. Emma's doing well, contributing to the conversation, laughing at Marcus's terrible puns. Jake's telling some story about his weekend that involves a rental car and a very angry goose. I catch Emma looking at me a couple times. Not in a weird way, more like a thank you way. Weeks go by, and this becomes our routine. The lunch table crew expands. Sarah from accounting joins. Devin from IT shows up. Even our boss Linda stops by occasionally. Emma's thriving, making friends, coming out of her shell. I'm just vibing, eating my sandwich, providing commentary. One day Emma brings homemade cookies. They're shaped like Pokeballs, because of course they are. Did you make these? Yep, spent 3 hours yesterday. You could have just bought cookies. But then they wouldn't be Pokeball cookies. Her logic is flawless. Jake takes a bite. These are actually incredible. Marcus agrees. Emma looks proud. She hands me one. Special one for you. Try it. Bite into it. There's a note inside, rolled up in plastic wrap. Very Willy Wonka of her. Unroll it while everyone watches. Want to hang out outside work? Like, as friends who enjoy each other's company and not just coworkers who tolerate each other's existence? Very formal for a cookie note. Look up at her. She's blushing harder than a teenager asking someone to prom. Are you asking me out via baked goods? It's called innovation. Everyone at the table is watching this like it's a season finale. Sure, I'm free this Saturday. The table erupts. Jake's fist pumping. Marcus is doing some kind of celebration dance. Sarah's recording this on her phone. Linda just smiles and walks away like a proud parent. Emma's smiling so wide, I'm worried her face might get stuck. Saturday comes. We agreed to meet at this retro arcade bar downtown. I show up wearing my least wrinkled button-up shirt. Still looks like I stored it in a gym bag, but it's the effort that counts. Emma's already there. She's wearing a vintage concert tee and jeans. Looks like she walked out of a 90s music video. You actually came. Did you think I'd stand you up? I had like 30% anxiety that you'd ghost me. Only 30%? I'm offended it wasn't higher. We head inside. The place is amazing. All neon lights and old arcade cabinets. Pac-Man, Galaga, Street Fighter 2, all the classics. There's a bar in the back serving drinks with names like the Blue Shell and 1-Up Juice. We grab some quarters and hit the arcade. Emma's a demon at Pac-Man, like professionally good. How are you this good? Misspent youth. I try Street Fighter. Button mash my way to a victory. She watches, amused. That's your strategy? Just hitting buttons? It's called the chaos method. It's called being bad at video games. We play for hours. Air hockey, skee ball, that basketball game where you always miss. I'm losing at everything. She's winning and being humble about it, which makes it worse. We take a break, grab drinks. I get something called the Warp Zone. It's blue, tastes like regret and nostalgia. Emma gets the Phoenix Down. It's red. Probably revives you if you pass out. We sit at a booth covered in old game cartridge decorations. This place is awesome. How'd you find it? I'm a woman of mystery and Yelp reviews. We talk about everything. Favorite movies, worst first date stories, embarrassing childhood moments. She tells me she once cried at a Pokemon tournament because her Venusaur fainted. She was 19. 19? Nah, that's college age. Venusaur was my best friend. Show some respect. I tell her I once dressed as Frodo for Halloween. and committed to the bit so hard I walked barefoot all night. Got a staph infection. That's not commitment, that's stupidity. Same thing depending on the context. The night continues. We're laughing, joking. The conversation flows like we've known each other for years. At one point, she mentions her childhood. Parents divorced when she was 8. Dad left, never came back. She lived with her mom, who worked 3 jobs. Pokemon cards were her escape. Every pack I opened felt like a little bit of magic. Suddenly, her collection makes more sense. It's not just cards, it's memories, it's comfort. I get it. Everyone needs something. What's your something? Music. When life gets too heavy, I put on headphones and disappear for a while. She nods, understanding. We're having this genuine moment in a bar surrounded by Mario posters. It's perfect in the weirdest way. Night ends around midnight. Walk her to her car. I had a really great time. Me too. We should do this again. Definitely. Maybe next time I'll actually win at something. Don't count on it. She hugs me. Not a side hug. Full frontal hug. Smells like vanilla and the faint scent of old paperback books. It's nice. We separate. Text me when you get home safe. Yes, Mom. She drives off. I stand there for a second, brain processing what just happened. This might be turning into something. Next few weeks are a blur. We hang out constantly. Coffee shops, bookstores, that one weird museum dedicated to spoons. Yes, spoons, don't ask. Emma's becoming a fixture in my life. She's funny, smart, has this way of making mundane things interesting. We went to a grocery store once, and she narrated the entire trip like a nature documentary. Here we see the wild human hunting for the perfect avocado. I was crying laughing in the produce section. We're at a used bookstore one Saturday. Emma's in the sci-fi section. I'm browsing philosophy. She comes over with a stack of books. Look at these covers. Why were 70s sci-fi novels so horny? She's not wrong. The covers are wild, lots of muscles and improbable physics. Different times. Different, questionable times. We buy way too many books. Neither of us has shelf space, but that doesn't stop us. Later we're at a coffee shop. The hipster kind where they ask about your emotional state before making your latte. Emma orders something complicated. Can I get an oat milk latte with vanilla and cinnamon, but make it slightly disappointed in its life choices? The barista doesn't even blink. So a regular Monday? Exactly. I get black coffee because I'm boring. We sit by the window watching people. That guy looks like he's about to propose. Point at a nervous-looking dude with flowers. Or he's apologizing for something major. Definitely apologizing. We make up stories about strangers for an hour. It's stupid and perfect. Another weekend, Emma suggests hiking. You? Hiking? Miss, I drove around the parking lot for 20 minutes to find the closest spot. I contain multitudes. You contain a hatred for physical exertion. Just come with me. We go to some trail outside the city. It's actually beautiful. Trees and streams and birds. Emma's wearing hiking boots that look brand new. When did you buy those? Last night, Amazon same-day delivery. You impulse bought hiking boots? I impulse buy everything. We hike for 2 hours. She complains the entire time. Why is nature so uphill? That's how hills work. I don't appreciate your logic right now. We reach a viewpoint, can see the whole valley, mountains in the distance. Emma pulls out her phone, takes photos. Okay, this was worth the suffering. Told you. Don't get cocky. On the way down, she trips. I catch her before she faceplants. We're standing there, arms around each other. My hero, your clumsy hero. She kisses me, right there on the trail with birds chirping and nature happening. It's very Disney princess of her. We keep dating, keep learning about each other. I find out she's obsessed with true crime podcasts. You listen to murder stories while you fall asleep? It's soothing. That's concerning. Says the guy who watches cooking shows despite never cooking. That's different. That's aspirational. So is true crime if you think about it. Emma, no. She also collects vintage lunchboxes. Has like 40 of them. Why lunchboxes? They remind me of being a kid. Simpler times. You have a Scooby-Doo one that's worth $300. It's an investment. Everything's an investment with her. I tell her about my weird habits, like how I organize my books by color instead of author. That's psychotic. It looks nice. You can't find anything. It's about the aesthetic journey, not the destination. Or how I have to watch movies with subtitles even though they're in English. You know you can hear the dialogue, right? But what if I miss something? You won't miss anything. But what if I do? She starts watching with subtitles too. Says she gets it now. We're compatible in the weirdest ways. One evening we're at my apartment watching movies. I made popcorn. She brought candy. We're watching The Princess Bride because it's required viewing for functioning humans. Halfway through, she just says it. I really like you. Pause the movie. Wesley's face is frozen mid-duel. I really like you too. No, I mean like you. Middle school emphasis. My brain's doing backflips. I like you too, Emma. We're both smiling like idiots. So what do we do now? I think this is where we're supposed to kiss. Oh, right, the protocol. We kiss. It's awkward at first. Noses bump, teeth clash slightly. But then it's good. Really good. Fireworks don't go off, but there's definitely sparklers. We pull apart. That was nice. Yeah, very nice. Want to watch the rest of the movie? Absolutely. We cuddle up, continue watching. Everything feels right, like puzzle pieces that were cut specifically to fit together. Few months pass. We're officially dating now. The office knows. Everyone's weirdly supportive. Jake constantly makes jokes. Look at you, office romance. Very sitcom. Marcus sends me memes about workplace relationships. They're all terrible, and I love them. Emma's doing amazing. She's made friends across different departments. Goes to happy hours, volunteers for team projects. Watching her confidence grow is incredible. There's this company retreat that happens every year. Team building exercises, trust falls, plus the whole corporate nightmare. Emma's nervous about it. What if I have to do icebreakers with strangers? I'll be there the whole time. What if we get separated into different groups? Then you'll crush it on your own. She doesn't look convinced. Retreat day arrives. We're at some lodge in the mountains. Linda announces the activities. We'll be doing team challenges, problem-solving exercises, and tonight there's karaoke. Emma grabs my arm. Karaoke? Nobody said anything about karaoke. You don't have to do it. But what if everyone expects me to? First activity is an escape room challenge. Emma gets paired with people from sales. I'm with the IT department, watching her from across the room. She's actually participating, solving puzzles, talking to people. Her team finishes second. She's beaming when she comes over. We almost won. I'm proud of you. I only had 2 minor panic moments. That's progress. Lunch is a buffet situation. Emma and I grab food and find a table. Suddenly we're joined by people we barely know. Tom from legal, Rachel from HR, Kevin from operations. Mind if we sit? Emma tenses, but then, sure, plenty of room. I'm watching this happen in real time. 6 months ago she would have fled. Now she's making small talk about the escape room. Later there's this high ropes course activity. Emma's terrified of heights. I can't do this. You don't have to. But everyone else is doing it. Jake overhears. Emma, watch me fail spectacularly and you'll feel better about sitting out. He goes up first, makes it 3 feet before screaming like he's in a horror movie. Emma's laughing so hard she's crying. Okay, maybe I'll try. She gets harnessed up, makes it halfway across before freezing. Everyone's cheering her on. She finishes, comes down shaking. I did it. I actually did it. You're a badass. I'm a terrified badass. That night, the dreaded karaoke. Jake and Marcus do a terrible duet of Don't Stop Believin'. Sarah absolutely destroys a Whitney Houston song. Linda does Frank Sinatra, and it's actually good. Emma's hiding behind me. You're not making me do this, right? Never. But then Claire from marketing grabs her. Come on, let's do a duet. Emma looks at me, panicked. You got this. They go up. Do Shallow from A Star Is Born. Emma's voice is shaky at first, but then she gets into it. The whole room's watching. She finishes. Everyone applauds. She's blushing, but smiling. Comes back to our table. I can't believe I just did that. You killed it. I was so scared I almost threw up. Couldn't tell at all. Rest of the weekend is more team building, trust falls, problem solving, sharing personal goals. Emma opens up about her anxiety in front of the whole company. I used to be terrified of all of you. Now you're my friends. Growth is weird. People laugh, some tear up. Afterwards, multiple people come up to her, sharing their own struggles, thanking her for being honest. She's crying happy tears. Drive home Sunday evening. That was the best weekend. Yeah? I feel like I leveled up or something. You did. You're basically a Pokemon that evolved. That's the nerdiest thing you've ever said. You love it. I really do. Next week at work, things shift. Emma gets asked to lead a project. It's a big deal. It's a cross-departmental campaign. She's excited but nervous. What if I mess it up? You won't. But what if I do? Then you'll learn from it and do better next time. She starts working crazy hours, staying late, coming in early. I barely see her outside of lunch. One evening I bring dinner to her office. She's surrounded by papers, laptop open, looking stressed. You need to eat. I need to finish this proposal. Emma, it's 8 p.m. I know, I'm almost done. Set the food down. Take a break. She looks up, exhausted. I'm trying to prove I can do this. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. I have to prove it to myself. That hits different. We eat together in her office. She tells me about the project, her ideas, her fears. What if people think I only got this because I'm dating someone in the company? You got this because you're talented and everyone knows it. You have to say that. You're my boyfriend. I'd say it even if I wasn't. She leans her head on my shoulder. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you too. Project takes 3 months. Emma's presentation day arrives. She's presenting to the executive team. I'm not allowed in the room, but Jake texts me updates. Jake, she's crushing it. Jake, CEO just laughed at her joke. Jake, they're asking follow-up questions. Good sign. Jake, standing ovation, bro. She comes out of the conference room glowing. They loved it. They're approving the whole budget. I hug her right there in the hallway. Don't even care who sees. Told you you'd kill it. I actually did it. That night we celebrate. Fancy restaurant, the kind with small portions and big prices. To Emma, the marketing genius. To us, the unlikely office romance. We clink glasses. She's wearing this blue dress that makes her eyes pop. I'm in a button-up that I actually ironed. Can I tell you something? Always. A year ago, I couldn't even order food at a restaurant without having an anxiety attack. Didn't know that. And now? Now I just presented to executives and didn't pass out. You helped me get here. You got yourself here. I just sat at a lunch table. You did a lot more than that. She reaches across the table, takes my hand. I love you, like really love you. The kind of love that makes me want to do scary things because I know you'll be there either way. My heart's doing gymnastics. I love you too. The kind of love that makes me realize I'd be completely lost without you. We're disgusting. Absolutely revolting. We both laugh. Waiter brings dessert, chocolate lava cake to share. Remember when you threw a carrot at my face? My finest moment. I should have known then. Known what? That you were going to completely change my life. She smiles, takes a bite of cake. Best carrot I ever threw. One day she invites me to meet her mom. I'm nervous as hell. Meeting parents is always weird. We drive to her mom's house on a Sunday afternoon. It's a small place, cozy, filled with photos of Emma at various ages. There's one of her holding a Pokemon card, missing 2 front teeth, grinning. Adorable and slightly chaotic. Her mom, Margaret, answers the door. She's short, has the same smile as Emma. Immediately pulls me into a hug. You must be the famous boyfriend I've heard so much about. Guilty as charged. Come in, I made lunch. Inside smells like homemade cooking. We sit at the dining table. Margaret's made enough food to feed a small army. Mom, there's only 3 of us. Leftovers exist, Emma. We eat, talk. Margaret tells embarrassing stories about Emma's childhood. She once tried to trade her bicycle for a holographic Charizard. Mom, we don't need to discuss this. The kid said no because the bike had training wheels. I'm dying laughing. Emma's covering her face. Margaret shows me Emma's old room. It's been converted to a craft space, but there's still Pokemon posters on the walls. She refused to take them down. They're vintage now. They add value. To what, Emma? What value? Emotional value, Mom. We look through photo albums. Emma as a baby. Emma's first day of school. Emma at various birthday parties. There's a gap in the photos. Right around when she would have been 8 or 9. The divorce years. Margaret notices me noticing. Those were hard times. Emma's quiet. But we got through them. Emma squeezes her mom's hand. After lunch, Emma excuses herself to use the bathroom. Margaret and I are alone. She looks at me, expression suddenly serious. Can I talk to you about something? Of course. She takes a deep breath. Emma's told me about her anxiety. I'm glad she felt comfortable sharing that with you. She's pretty amazing. She is, but I need you to understand something. Here it comes. Emma's abandonment issues run deep. Her father leaving destroyed her. She built walls so high, I wasn't sure anyone could climb them, listening intently. But you did. You climbed those walls without even trying. She trusts you. I care about her a lot. Margaret reaches across the table, puts her hand on mine. Please don't break her heart. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but she's fragile in ways people don't see. This is heavy, like really heavy, but I get it. I promise you, I'm not going anywhere. Emma means everything to me. Margaret's eyes water slightly. Thank you, that's all I needed to hear. She pauses, then smiles. Also, she talks about you constantly. It's actually annoying. I laugh. She talks about you too. Good things, I hope. Always. Emma comes back. What'd I miss? Your mom was just showing me your report cards. She was not. Margaret winks at me. We spend the rest of the afternoon there, playing board games, looking through photo albums, eating way too much dessert. Margaret brings out this old Monopoly set. Family tradition. Every Sunday when Emma was little. We play for 2 hours. Emma's ruthlessly capitalistic in Monopoly. Buys everything, charges maximum rent, shows no mercy. This is a different side of you. Never get between me and Boardwalk. Margaret's just as bad. They're both real estate sharks. I go bankrupt first. You two are terrifying. We learn from the best. Margaret pulls out an old photo. It's Emma's dad playing Monopoly with young Emma. He taught her to play. It's one of the few good memories. Emma looks at the photo, complicated emotions crossing her face. I forgot about this. I almost threw it away after he left, but Emma loved that game so much. They have a moment, mother and daughter. I excuse myself to get water, give them space. Oh, when I come back, they're both smiling. Everything okay? Yeah, just processing. Driving home, Emma asks, what did my mom say to you? Just that you used to be really bad at math. I'm still bad at math. I know, I've seen you try to split a restaurant bill. She punches my arm. Playfully, not assault charges playfully. Seriously though, what did she say? She asked me to take care of you. And I told her I would. Emma goes quiet. Not a bad quiet, a processing quiet. You know I love you, right? First time either of us has said it. Heart's doing that startup sound again. I love you too, Emma. She smiles, leans over, kisses my cheek. Good, because you're stuck with me now. Wouldn't have it any other way. Few weeks later, it's Thanksgiving. Emma invites me to spend it with her and Margaret. I invite her to meet my family for Christmas. Meeting the parents, both sets, this is getting serious. It's been serious since you threw that carrot. Best projectile vegetable decision of my life. Thanksgiving is great. Margaret makes enough food for 12 people. There's only 3 of us. Mom, we can't eat all this. That's what freezers are for, Emma. We eat, watch football, fall asleep on the couch. It's domestic and comfortable and feels like family. Year goes by. We move in together. Small apartment, barely enough space for both our stuff. Her Pokemon collection takes up an entire wall. I'm talking floor-to-ceiling shelves of cards, figurines, plushies. It's impressive and slightly intimidating. Before we moved in together, Christmas happened. I took Emma to meet my family. She was nervous for weeks. What if they don't like me? They'll love you. What if I say something weird? You always say something weird. It's part of your charm. Not helpful. We drive to my parents' house on Christmas Eve. It's in the suburbs. Normal house, normal family. My mom opens the door before we even knock. You must be Emma. I've heard so much about you. Immediately hugs her. Emma's surprised, but hugs back. My dad's more reserved. Handshake, awkward smile. Nice to meet you. You too, sir. Just call me David. My younger sister Rebecca bounds down the stairs. She's 17, all energy and no filter. So you're the girl who makes my brother act like a human. Rebecca, please. What? It's true. He used to be so boring. Emma laughs. Used to be? I like her already. Dinner is chaotic in the best way. My mom made her famous lasagna. Rebecca won't stop asking Emma questions. What's your favorite Pokemon? Bulbasaur, objectively the best starter. Wrong. It's Charmander. Grass-type supremacy. You're both wrong. It's Squirtle. My dad's contribution. Didn't see that coming. Dad, you know Pokemon? Rebecca made me watch the show. I have opinions now. We debate Pokemon for an hour. My mom's just happy we're all getting along. After dinner, Rebecca drags Emma to her room. I need to show you something. They're gone for like 30 minutes. My parents and I are cleaning up. She's wonderful. Mom's got that look. The when are you getting married look. We've only been dating 8 months. Your father proposed after 6. Different generation, Mom. Love is love, sweetie. Emma and Rebecca come back downstairs. Rebecca's wearing Emma's cardigan. We're basically sisters now. You've known her for 2 hours. I work fast. We do the whole gift exchange thing. I got Emma a first edition Bulbasaur card. Cost me $300, but her face is worth it. You didn't. I did. She's crying happy tears. This is too much. Nothing's too much for you. Rebecca makes gagging sounds. Get a room. Rebecca! Emma got me a vintage vinyl of Dark Side of the Moon. Original pressing, mint condition. How did you even find this? I have connections. Sketchy connections. The best kind. My parents love watching us together. Later that night, Emma and I are in my old room. It's exactly how I left it when I moved out. Band posters, trophies from high school, books everywhere. This is very you. Is that good or bad? It's perfect. We're lying on my twin bed. Barely fits 2 people, but we make it work. Your family's great. They're weird. All good families are weird. She turns to face me. I'm glad I came. I'm glad you came too. Your sister already texted me 3 times. She's obsessed with you. The feeling's mutual. Christmas morning is more chaos. Rebecca wakes everyone up at 7 a.m. Santa came. You're 17. Santa doesn't age discriminate. More presents, more food, more family time. Emma fits in like she's always been part of this. We drive back that evening, both exhausted but happy. Verdict, 10 out of 10. Would meet parents again. They want you to come to Easter. I'm already planning my outfit. That's when I knew. This is it. This is the person. Few months later, moving in together becomes the obvious next step. We apartment hunt on weekends. Mom, Emma has very specific requirements. Needs good natural light for my plants. You have one succulent and it's dying. It's thriving in its own way. We find a place that's perfect. 1 bedroom, decent kitchen, enough space for both our collections. My Pokemon stuff is going to need a dedicated area. I'm aware. And my vintage lunchboxes. Also aware. And my books. Emma, I know. Moving day is an adventure. Jake and Marcus help again. Rebecca shows up uninvited. I'm here for moral support and pizza. We pack boxes for hours. Emma's labeled everything with excessive detail. Kitchen, pots and pans, seasonal use only. Who has seasonal pots? People with organizational systems. The Pokemon collection requires special care. Each card is individually wrapped. Emma supervises every box. Careful with that one. It's a box. It's my childhood. Finally get everything to the new place. It's empty, echoing, full of potential. We live here now. We live here now. First night in the apartment, we order pizza, sitting on the floor because furniture delivery is tomorrow, eating directly from the box like college students. This is adulthood. Living the dream. Emma leans against me. I'm happy. Me too. Like really happy, scary happy. Good scary or bad scary? Best scary. One night we're lying in bed. She's scrolling through her phone. I'm reading a book. Domestic bliss and all that. Hey, I've been thinking. Dangerous. She elbows me. I want to marry you. Book drops on my face. What? I want to marry you. Not right now, but like, eventually. Picking up the book, rubbing my nose where it hit. You just proposed by giving me a concussion. That's not a no. That's definitely not a no. She turns to me, eyes serious. I mean it. I want to spend my life with you. Emma, I've been carrying around a ring for 3 months waiting for the perfect moment. Her jaw drops. You have a ring? Well, yeah, I'm not an idiot. Where is it? Sock drawer, back left corner. She jumps out of bed, sprints to the dresser. Chaos incarnate. Finds the box, opens it. Holy shit, this is beautiful. You're supposed to let me propose properly. Too late, I'm proposing to myself. Puts the ring on her own finger. Emma, will you marry Emma? Emma accepts. She's doing a little dance. I'm laughing so hard I can't breathe. You've ruined the entire proposal. I've improved the proposal. She jumps back into bed, shows me the ring on her finger. We're engaged. We're engaged. We kiss, excited and happy and completely ridiculous. This is my life now. Wouldn't change it for anything. Be me. Engaged to the most chaotic woman I've ever met. Emma's been planning our wedding like it's a military operation. She has spreadsheets, color-coded calendars, backup plans for the backup plans. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to remember which fork is for salad. We're sitting at our apartment one evening going over the budget. It's worse than I thought. So if we cut the DJ and just use a Spotify playlist? Absolutely not. What if we get married at the courthouse and spend the money on a really nice honeymoon? My mom will disown me. We stare at the numbers. Venue, catering, flowers, photographer. It's adding up faster than my credit card debt. We need like $15,000 more dollars. Emma goes quiet. She's looking at her Pokemon collection on the wall. I can see the gears turning. No. I didn't say anything. You're thinking about selling your cards. It's an option. Emma, those cards are your childhood. You've had them for 20 years. And I'll have you for the rest of my life. Priorities. My heart's doing that thing again. We'll find another way. She shakes her head. I've already decided. Half the collection goes. I keep the ones with the most sentimental value, sell the rest. Are you sure? I'm sure. Besides, some of these are worth stupid amounts of money. That holographic Charizard alone could fund the entire bar tab. She's trying to sound casual, but I can tell this is hard for her. Next week, she starts cataloging which cards to sell. Watching her go through them is heartbreaking and beautiful at the same time. She's holding each card, remembering where she got it, what was happening in her life. This Blastoise was from the first pack I bought with my own money. I was 9, saved up my allowance for 3 months. She puts it in the keep pile. This Alakazam I got at a tournament. The kid I traded with became my first real friend after Dad left. Keep pile. This Mewtwo I found at a garage sale for 50 cents. The seller had no idea what they had. She stares at it for a long time. Sell pile. The sell pile grows. First edition Machamp, Ancient Mew, Shining Gyarados, all going. Jake comes over to help her price everything. Turns out he's a huge Pokemon nerd, who knew? This shadowless Charizard, mint condition, easily $12,000. Emma's eyes widen. $12,000 for one card? Collectors go crazy for these, trust me. I know a guy. Of course you know a guy. Over the next month, Emma sells half her collection, uses eBay, Facebook Marketplace, that Pokemon trading forum she's been on since 2008. The money starts rolling in. She makes exactly $16,300. We're sitting at the kitchen table, staring at the bank account. We can have the wedding. She's crying. Not sad crying, happy crying. We're really doing this. I hug her. Yeah, we're really doing this. Wedding planning kicks into high gear. Emma's in her element, making decisions, coordinating with vendors. I'm just trying not to mess anything up. She asked me to help pick the venue. We visit this place called the Garden House. It's perfect. Outdoor ceremony space, indoor reception hall, looks like something from a fairy tale. Emma's talking to the coordinator. I'm wandering around the grounds. There's this pond with ducks. I'm watching them when I hear Emma call my name. Run back inside. She's standing in the ceremony space. What do you think? I think anywhere you want to get married is perfect. That's the right answer. We book it immediately. Then comes the dress shopping. Emma takes Claire, Margaret, and my mom. I'm not allowed to see any of it. Bad luck if you see the dress before the wedding. That's a superstition. And I'm superstitious. Deal with it. They go to like 8 different bridal shops. Emma texts me photos of the most ridiculous dresses. One looks like a cupcake. Another has so many layers she can't fit through doors. Why are wedding dresses so extra? Because weddings are extra. She finally finds the dress at shop number 6. Won't tell me anything about it. You'll see it on the big day. Can I get a hint? It has fabric. Very helpful. Catering becomes a whole thing. We do taste testing at 3 different companies. First place is too fancy. This portion size would satisfy a hummingbird. Second place is too casual. I'm not serving my wedding guests food truck tacos. What's wrong with tacos? Nothing, but also everything. Third place is perfect. Italian food, generous portions, reasonably priced. We book them. Emma's making me try cake samples. We've tasted 17 different cakes. They all taste like cake. But which cake speaks to you? Cake doesn't speak, Emma. This is why you're not in charge of important decisions. We go with vanilla and chocolate. Can't go wrong. Flower selection happens next. Emma brings me to the florist, shows me 2 bouquets that look identical. Which one? They're the same. One is garden roses, one is peonies. They're both pink flowers. She sighs dramatically. You're lucky I love you. Invitations need addressing. Emma's doing calligraphy by hand. She's on invitation number 43. Her hand is cramping. We could have paid someone to do this. But it's more personal this way. Your personal touch is going to require physical therapy. Worth it. I help stuff envelopes. My job is to not mess up. I mess up twice. How did you get glue on your face? I don't know. Registry is surprisingly fun. We're at a department store with a scanner gun. Emma's taking it very seriously. We need quality kitchenware. We eat takeout 6 nights a week. But when we cook, we'll cook with excellence. I scan random stuff, a ridiculously expensive blender. We don't need a $1,000 blender. But what if we do? We don't. Scan a waffle maker shaped like a pokeball. Now this we need. She actually agrees. It stays on the registry. Music selection becomes a debate. Emma wants a string quartet for the ceremony. Very classical. I suggest a jazz band for the reception. Very cool. We could do both. Budget. Right. We compromise. String quartet for ceremony, DJ for reception. But the DJ has to take requests. Obviously, seating chart becomes Emma's obsession. She's moving names around for the 5th time this week. Uncle Jerry can't sit near Aunt Linda. Why not? They had a fight about politics in 2019. It's been years. Grudges don't have expiration dates. We put them at opposite ends of the room. Then there's the issue of my college roommate Tyler. He's bringing a new girlfriend. None of us have met her. What if she's weird? Then we'll be polite. What if she's really weird? Then we'll be really polite. Bachelor and bachelorette parties get planned. Jake's organizing mine. Claire's organizing Emma's. Jake, keep it reasonable. Define reasonable. No arrests. That's a low bar, but I'll manage. My party is paintball followed by a brewery tour. Very on brand. Tyler shows up with his new girlfriend Melissa. She's actually cool. Works in graphic design, funny, fits right in. Why were we worried? Marcus shrugs. Wedding brain makes you paranoid. Paintball is violent. Jake takes it way too seriously. This is war. It's literally a game. Games are war. I get shot in the back by my own teammate. Friendly fire. There are no friendships in paintball. Jake's lost it. Brewery tour is more civilized. We taste 8 different beers. By beer 6, everyone's buzzed and emotional. I can't believe you're getting married, man. Tyler's getting misty-eyed. It happens to the best of us. Emma's great though, like really great. I know. You're lucky. I know that too. Marcus starts a speech. I remember when you were just a sad guy eating lunch alone. Thanks for that. Now look at you, getting married, buying a house, living the dream. The dream involves a lot of stress and a suspicious amount of Pokemon. Everyone laughs. Jake raises his glass. To love, to Pokemon, to whatever the hell makes you happy. We all toast. Emma's bachelorette party is apparently wilder. She won't tell me details. What happens at bachelorette stays at bachelorette. Did something happen? I will neither confirm nor deny. Claire later tells me they went to a dueling piano bar and Emma sang Total Eclipse of the Heart on stage. I need video evidence. There is no video evidence. Convenient. Invitations go out. Emma designed them herself. They're themed around our relationship. Little illustrations of a coffee cup, Pokemon cards, vintage records. Very on brand. My family are SVPs immediately. Mom calls me crying. My baby's getting married. Mom, I'm 28. You'll always be my baby. Emma's mom calls her crying too. Apparently mothers just cry about weddings. It's like a biological imperative. The office throws us an engagement party. Jake went way too hard on the decorations. There are streamers everywhere. A banner that says finally in giant letters. What do you mean finally? Dude, we've been watching this slow burn for 2 years. Marcus brings a cake. It's shaped like 2 Pokeballs. Emma told me what to do. Of course she did. Sarah from accounting gives a speech. I've known Emma for a year and she's mentioned this idiot approximately 7,000 times. That seems high. It's a conservative estimate. Everyone's laughing, toasting, being supportive. Linda pulls me aside. You two are good together. Don't screw it up. That's the plan. Good. Also, HR wanted me to tell you that technically office romances require paperwork. We filed that a year ago. I know, I'm just messing with you. Few months pass in a blur of planning and decisions. Should we have a string quartet or a pianist? What font should the place cards be? As our white, Or ivory tablecloths more elegant? I don't know the answer to any of these questions. Emma handles everything with the precision of someone conducting a symphony. One night, 2 months before the wedding, disaster strikes. Our photographer cancels. Family emergency, completely understandable, but now we're screwed. Emma's having a mild breakdown. Every photographer is booked. Every single one. We'll figure it out. How? How will we figure it out? Should I just give disposable cameras to the guests and hope for the best? That's actually not a terrible idea. She glares at me. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Marcus saves the day. His sister's a professional photographer. She has a cancellation the same weekend. Coincidence or divine intervention, we don't care. Marcus, I could kiss you. Please don't. Your fiancé is right here. Photographer crisis averted. The week before the wedding is chaos. Relatives arriving from out of state. Final dress fitting, tux pickup, rehearsal dinner planning. Emma's stress level is through the roof. I find her at 2 a.m. making last-minute seating chart adjustments. Emma, go to sleep. I can't. If I put Uncle Jerry next to Aunt Linda, they'll argue about politics all night. Then put them at different tables. But then Uncle Jerry is next to Cousin Brad, who he hates because of the boat incident. There was a boat incident? 1997, we don't talk about it. I take the seating chart, put it away. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be perfect. She looks exhausted. You promise? I promise. Rehearsal dinner happens Friday night. My family meets her family officially. My dad and Margaret hit it off immediately. They're talking about gardening for like an hour. Your dad's nice. Your mom's nice. They're plotting something. Definitely. Speeches happen. Jake, as my best man, tells every embarrassing story about me. So there was this time in college when he tried to impress a girl by juggling. I was drunk. You hit yourself in the face with an orange. Everyone's dying laughing. Emma's maid of honor, her best friend Claire, tells stories about Emma. She once spent an entire paycheck on Pokemon cards instead of paying rent. I was investing in my future. You were 24. More laughter, more toasts, more food. The night ends with everyone happy and excited. Emma and I go back to our apartment. Tomorrow's the big day. You nervous? Terrified. Me too. We're lying in bed, can't sleep. What if I trip walking down the aisle? Then it'll be a funny story. What if I forget my vows? I'll remind you. What if the venue catches fire? Then we'll get married in the parking lot. She laughs. You have an answer for everything. It's my superpower. We fall asleep eventually, wrapped up in each other. Wedding day arrives. I wake up at my parents' house. Emma's at hers. Traditional separation the night before. My phone's blowing up with messages. Jake asking where the rings are. Marcus asking what time he needs to be there. Mom asking if I ate breakfast. Yes, Mom, I ate breakfast. What did you have? Toast. That's not enough. You need protein. Mothers. Rebecca barges into my room. Big day, you nervous? Terrified. Good, means it matters. She sits on my bed. Emma's great. You know. I know. Don't screw it up. Everyone keeps saying that. Because it's important. My dad pokes his head in. Ready to get married? As ready as I'll ever be. That's all anyone can be. Profound dad wisdom. Get to the venue early. Place looks incredible. White chairs, flower arrangements, string lights everywhere. Emma wasn't kidding about the fairy tale aesthetic. The weather's perfect, sunny but not too hot. Someone prayed to the weather gods. Jake's already there, looking sharp in his tux. Dude, you good? Yeah, just processing. You're marrying Emma. Emma, the girl who threw a carrot at your face. Best decision I ever made. Marcus shows up with the rings. Kept them safe all night. Where? My mom's safe. Couldn't risk losing them. Smart. Tyler arrives with Melissa. Big day, man. More hugs. More well wishes. My family arrives. Mom's already crying. Mom, the ceremony hasn't even started. I'm practicing. Rebecca's dressed up. Looks actually grown up. You clean up nice. I know, right? Emma helped me pick the dress. Of course she did. Guests start arriving. My family, her family, co-workers, college friends, people I haven't seen in years. The outdoor space fills up. String quartet starts playing. I'm standing at the altar with the officiant. Jake's next to me, rings in his pocket. Don't pass out. Wasn't planning on it. People say that and then bam, face first into the flowers. You're not helping. Guests are all seated. Everyone's chatting, happy, excited. I see Uncle Jerry and Aunt Linda on opposite sides of the venue. Crisis averted. Margaret's in the front row. She gives me a thumbs up. But my parents are across the aisle. Dad looks stoic. Mom's already crying again. Music changes. Claire comes down the aisle first. She winks at me as she passes. Rebecca comes next, as a junior bridesmaid. She's beaming. Then Emma appears. Holy shit. She's wearing this dress that's somehow vintage and modern at the same time. Hair done up with small flowers woven in. She's holding a bouquet, walking with her mom. Margaret's crying already. Emma sees me and smiles. That smile that makes everything else disappear. They reach the altar. Margaret hugs Emma, then hugs me. Take care of each other, whispers. Always. Emma takes my hands. We're standing there, in front of everyone we know. Her hands are shaking slightly. You okay? Whisper. Perfect. Officiant starts the ceremony. Talks about love, commitment, all the standard stuff. I'm barely listening, just looking at Emma. She's looking back. We're both trying not to cry, failing miserably. Then it's time for vows. Emma goes first. She pulls out a folded paper from her bouquet. I wrote these at 3 a.m. last night, so bear with me. Everyone laughs. When I first met you, I was terrified. Not of you specifically, just of people. But you made it easy. You made everything easy. You didn't try to fix me. You just sat there eating lunch while I had Pokemon-shaped rice. And somehow, that was exactly what I needed. She's tearing up. You climbed my walls without even knowing there were walls to climb. You made me laugh when I wanted to hide. You made me feel safe when I felt lost. And you loved my Pokemon cards even though you think they're just expensive cardboard. I laugh. I promise to always make you laugh. To support your terrible music taste, to never judge your Stack Overflow dependency, and to love you even when you're being a stubborn idiot, which is often. More laughter. I love you, forever and always. My turn. I didn't write anything down because I'm an idiot, winging it. Emma, I'm going to be honest. I had a whole speech prepared, and I forgot all of it the second I saw you. She's smiling through tears. What I do remember is this. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You make boring days interesting, you make hard days bearable, and you make good days perfect. You're funny and weird and brilliant, and I still can't believe you chose me. Her hands are shaking in mine. I promise to always be your safe space, to listen when you need to talk, to make you coffee exactly how you like it, and to never, ever sell your Pokemon cards without permission. The ones you kept are staying forever. She's full on crying now. I love you, Emma. Let's do this whole life thing together. Officiant asks for the rings. Jake hands them over. We exchange rings, say the traditional word. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. I kiss her. Everyone cheers. String quartet plays. We walk down the aisle together. Officially married. Holy shit, we're married. Reception starts immediately after. The indoor hall looks amazing. Round tables with centerpieces, a dance floor, DJ setting up. Emma and I do the grand entrance. Everyone's clapping and cheering. We go straight to our table. We did it. We did it. Cocktail hour happens first. Emma and I are taking photos. Photographer has us pose everywhere. Kiss by the pond. Now laugh like something's funny. Pretend you're in love. We are in love. Then pretend harder. Photographers are weird. We sneak back to see our guests. Uncle Jerry and Aunt Linda are on opposite sides of the room. So far, so good. Tyler and Melissa are at a table with college friends. They're laughing, having fun. My coworkers have taken over the bar. Linda, the boss, is already 2 drinks in. This is a great party. We haven't even started dinner. Pre-gaming. Dinner is served. Food's incredible, fancy stuff I can't even pronounce. Emma and I can barely eat. Too excited, too overwhelmed. We should eat something. I know, but my stomach's doing flips. Same. We force down some pasta. Speeches begin. Jake's is hilarious and inappropriate. He tells the story about me trying to impress a girl by juggling in college. He hit himself in the face with an orange. Everyone's dying. Also, he once dressed as Frodo and got a staph infection. Why is that relevant? It shows commitment, which is what marriage is about. Somehow makes it work. Claire's speech is sweet and makes Emma cry again. I've known Emma for 10 years and I've never seen her as happy as she is with you. She's looking at me. Take care of her. She's my best friend. I promise. Margaret's speech is emotional and makes everyone cry. When Emma's father left, I thought she'd never trust anyone again. The room goes quiet. But you proved me wrong. You showed her that love doesn't have to hurt. I'm crying now. Emma's full on sobbing. Thank you for loving my daughter. Can't see through the tears. But my dad's speech is short and awkward because he's not good with words. My son found a good one. Don't screw it up. Love you both. Perfect. Rebecca gives a surprise speech. I'm the sister, so I get to speak too. Wasn't on the program, but nobody stops her. I always wanted a sister. Now I have one. Emma, welcome to the family. Also, you have to come to all holidays now. It's mandatory. Emma's laughing and crying. Deal. First dance happens. We chose an indie cover of Can't Help Falling in Love. Very us. Emma's a better dancer than me. I'm trying not to step on her dress. You're doing great. I'm literally just swaying. And you're doing it perfectly. Halfway through the song, she whispers, I can't believe this is real. It's real. We're married. We're married. Song ends. Everyone applauds. Parent dances happen next. And Emma dances with my dad. He's stiff, awkward, but trying. Thank you for taking care of my son. He takes care of me too. Good. You're good for each other. I dance with Margaret. You kept your promise. Always will. I can see that. She's so happy. So am I. She hugs me while we're dancing. You're my son now too. Now I'm crying again. Open dance floor begins. DJ's playing a mix of everything. Old classics, new hits, a surprising amount of 90s pop. Jake gets absolutely destroyed trying to breakdance. He attempts a headspin. It goes badly. Marcus catches the whole thing on video. This is going on the internet. Don't you dare. Too late. Already uploading. Tyler and Melissa are surprisingly good dancers. Where'd you learn to move like that? Ballroom dancing class. Date night activity. Relationship goals. Uncle Jerry and Aunt Linda somehow end up near each other. I hold my breath. They look at each other, then start laughing. The wedding's too nice to fight. Agreed. Truce for today. They shake hands. Crisis actually averted. Emma tosses the bouquet. Claire catches it, looks terrified. I don't even have a boyfriend. Universe has spoken. I throw the garter. Devin from IT catches it, equally terrified. I don't even have a girlfriend. Maybe you will now. Everyone's laughing, dancing, having the time of their lives. Rebecca's on the dance floor with Emma's cousins. They're doing some TikTok dance. I don't understand it, but they're having fun. My mom and Margaret are talking in the corner, bonding over their kids getting married. We're in-laws now. Best in-laws ever. We cut the cake. 3 tiers, vanilla, and chocolate. Looks professional. Emma smashes a piece into my face. I retaliate. Photographer captures the whole thing. We're covered in frosting and laughing. This is going to be a great photo. We look ridiculous. Exactly. DJ makes announcements. Last dance coming up, folks. It's already midnight. Time flew by. Emma and I dance one more time, to some slow song I don't recognize. Best day of my life. Mine too. Thank you for marrying me. Thank you for asking via baked goods. She laughs. I'd do it again. Good thing you don't have to. We're holding each other, swaying. Everyone else joins the dance floor. Couples everywhere, friends dancing together. It's magical. Song ends. It's time for the send-off. At one point, Emma and I sneak outside for a moment alone, while we're standing by the pond with the ducks. This is perfect. Yeah, it really is. I sold the right cards. You did. We kiss under the string lights. In the distance, we can hear the party continuing. Music, laughter, people celebrating us. Ready to go back in? Ready to spend forever with you. That's very cheesy. You love it. We do. Party goes until midnight, send off with sparklers. Everyone lines up, we run through. Emma's laughing, I'm laughing, everything's perfect. Get into the car. Just married sign on the back, cans tied to the bumper. We drive to our hotel, honeymoon suite, champagne waiting, rose petals on the bed. Very cliche, very nice. We collapse onto the bed, exhausted. Best day ever. Best day ever. We fall asleep still in our wedding clothes. Wake up the next morning, reality sets in. We're married. We're married. Honeymoon in Hawaii for 2 weeks. Beaches, hiking, too much pineapple. Emma finds a Pokemon Center store in Honolulu. Spends an hour inside. I thought we were trying to save money. This is an investment. She's bought 6 plushies and a limited edition card. Investment in what? Our future happiness. Can't argue with that logic. We get back home, real life resumes. Apartment feels different now. Same place, but we're different. Married different. Emma goes back to work. I go back to debugging ancient code. Lunch table crew welcomes us back. Jake's wearing a shirt that says, I was there. Where'd you get that? Made it myself. Historic occasion deserved merch. Few months pass. Married life is good. We've developed routines. Morning coffee together, evening TV shows, weekend adventures. Emma's started a new hobby, making custom Pokemon cards of us. She's actually really good at it. Look, it's you as a trainer. The card has my face, lists my stats. Why is my intelligence stat so low? Because you tried to microwave tinfoil last week. Fair point. Work is different now. We're the married couple at the office. Jake never lets us forget it. How's married life, lovebirds? Same as life, Jake. But with rings. Exactly. Emma's gotten a promotion. She's now senior marketing manager, leading bigger campaigns, managing a team. Look at you, corporate climber. I prefer corporate levitator. That's not a thing. It is now. Her confidence has grown exponentially. She presents to executives without breaking a sweat, hosts team meetings like a pro. Watching her thrive is incredible. One evening she brings up moving. Our apartment's getting cramped. We have one bedroom and more Pokemon stuff than furniture. Exactly. We need space. She's been looking at houses online, shows me listings on her laptop. This one has 3 bedrooms. Why do we need 3 bedrooms? One for us, one for office, one for future possibilities. Future possibilities? You know, stuff. What stuff? Future stuff. We start house hunting seriously. It's horrible. Everything's either too expensive or too small or in a bad neighborhood. First house we see is a disaster. The realtor calls it cozy. It's claustrophobic. This is the master bedroom. This is a closet. A spacious closet. We leave immediately. Second house is in our budget but falling apart. It needs some TLC. The ceiling has a hole. That's more than TLC. That's a full reconstruction. Third house is perfect but way over budget. We could make it work. Emma, it's 200,000 over budget. Details. We keep looking for weeks. It's exhausting and discouraging. Then we find it. Small house, 2 bedrooms, backyard with a garden. It's in our price range somehow. What's the catch? Previous owner left all their furniture. Why? Moved to another country, didn't want to ship it. We tore it immediately. It's perfect. Not perfect, but perfect for us. Needs some work, paint's peeling, garden's overgrown, but it's got character. The kitchen's updated. The bathroom has a weird tile pattern, but the weird tile pattern has charm. We put in an offer. Next week is Anxiety Central, waiting to hear if they accept. Emma's refreshing her email every 5 minutes. Stop refreshing. I can't help it. It won't make them respond faster. You don't know that. Offer gets accepted. We're buying a house. We're buying a house. We're adults. Real adults with a mortgage. This is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Closing process is a nightmare of paperwork. Signing documents for hours. Emma's hand cramps. How many more signatures? Like 20? I can't feel my fingers. Almost there. We get the keys. Standing in front of our house. Our actual house. This is ours. This is ours. We walk through it again. Empty now. No furniture. Our voices echo. The previous owner took their furniture? Realtor coughs. Oh, sorry. They left their furniture. I misspoke earlier. Turns out there's furniture in storage. We go check it out. It's actually decent stuff. Couch, dining table, bedroom set. This is like winning the lottery. Furnished house lottery. Moving day is chaos. Jake and Marcus help again. Rebecca shows up too. I'm basically family. I get to help. Emma's Pokemon collection requires 3 trips alone. How do you have this much stuff? It's called being a collector. It's called being a hoarder. She throws a Squirtle plushie at Jake. My parents bring a housewarming gift. It's a plant. To help your home grow. My mom's very metaphorical. Margaret brings food. You'll be too tired to cook. She's brought enough lasagna for a week. We move boxes for 8 hours straight. By evening, everything's inside, just not organized. Boxes everywhere, furniture in wrong rooms. We'll unpack tomorrow. Or next week. Or next month. We order pizza, sitting on our new couch in our new house. Oh, this is surreal. We're homeowners. With a mortgage. and property taxes, and lawn maintenance. Adulthood is expensive. Rebecca's sprawled on the floor. Can I have sleepovers here? You live an hour away. That's not a no. New house slowly becomes home. We paint the walls. Emma picks colors. Living room is sage green. It's calming. It's very green. That's what sage green means. We set up the second bedroom as an office/Pokemon shrine. Emma's remaining collection has its own room now. Floor-to-ceiling displays organized by generation and type. It's impressive and slightly obsessive. You've created a museum. I've created a legacy. We work on the garden together. Neither of us knows anything about gardening. What's this plant? I think it's a weed. Or a valuable flower. Better not risk it. We leave it. Our neighbor Carol comes over. She's elderly, sweet, brings cookies. Welcome to the neighborhood. Thank you. If you need anything, I'm next door. We appreciate that. Also, your garden is mostly weeds. We hire a gardener. Emma joins a local book club, makes new friends, expands her social circle. Who are you, and what did you do with Emma? I'm growing as a person. I'm proud of you. You should be. I join a rec league basketball team. I'm terrible at basketball. Why did you join? Seemed like a good idea at the time. How's it going? I've been benched every game. One night we're in our living room. Emma's reading, I'm watching TV, domestic bliss. I like our life. Me too. Like really like it. Same. She closes her book. Sometimes I think about that first week at work. The week you ambushed me with Pokemon Rice? Yeah, I was so scared. You hit it well. I really didn't. Okay, you hit it badly, but endearingly. She laughs. If I hadn't forced myself to sit with you, but you did. Best decision ever. Second best. What's first? Marrying you. That's very smooth. I have my moments. One night we're in our new living room. Furniture that's not ours. Walls we can paint. Yard we can landscape. We're homeowners. We're adults. That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But it's our terrifying. Emma curls up next to me on the couch. Thank you. For what? For sitting with me at lunch that first week. For making me feel safe. For climbing my walls. For everything. Thank you for having social anxiety that made you sit with me specifically. She laughs. Best anxiety decision I ever made. We sit there in our house, married and happy and ridiculous. Life is good, really good. That feeling when you find your person. That feeling when your person finds you back. That feeling when Pokemon cards help fund your wedding. That feeling when everything just works. My face when I realize I married my best friend. My face when I know this is forever.
Monday morning, same old corner seat. Your girl walking in with Pikachu-shaped treats. 7 empty chairs, but she chose mine. Asked if she could sit, said yeah, that's fine. Tuesday came with Snorlax made of rice. Wednesday brought her walls that weren't so nice. Thursday, we were laughing at her art. Didn't know she'd chosen me right from the start. She said, I'm scared of everything, everyone. But with you, it feels like I'm not on the run. Building walls from childhood scars. Trading Pokemon and showing battle stars. You climbed my walls without even trying. Made me laugh when I felt like crying. Friday Juve came out about her fear. Social anxiety that brought her here. Needed one safe person just to breathe. Never thought that person would be nights. Vintage records and those string lights. Her mom said, please don't break her heart. I promised her we'd never be apart. She said, I'm scared of everything, everyone, but with you it feels like I'm not on the run. Building walls from childhood scars, trading Pokemon and showing battle stars. You climbed my wall without even trying, made me laugh when I felt like crying. She sold her cards to fund our day. Charizard and dreams she gave away. Said forever's worth more than the past. These childhood memories were meant to last. Now we're married in a house we own, Pokemon, a shrine, and a garden. Good. She still makes rice art just for me. Best anxiety decision in history.